Сильнейшая в мире страна. Кофе нормального заварить не могут.
Nice view.
Oh, yeah. Colonel.
Good morning, gentlemen.
And ma'am. There's a ma'am, sir.
At ease. You must be Colonel Zukov.
It's a pleasure to meet you, General Hammond. Allow me to introduce Major Valarin and Lieutenants Marchenko and Tolineva.
Welcome to Stargate Command. This is Colonel Jack O'Neill, Major Samantha Carter, Dr. Daniel Jackson, and Teal'c.
The famous Colonel O'Neill. I believe we have a mutual friend.
We do?
Dr. Svetlana Markov. She spoke very highly of all of you.
Before we proceed, perhaps you would like to get some rest and maybe something to eat.
We took the precaution of eating before we came.
What Colonel Zhukov means is that we'd like to get to work as quickly as possible.
Very well. Dr. Jackson?
2 years ago, Dr. Alexander Britsky began an excavation near Rafah in southern Iraq. He found several stone tablets engraved with Babylonian cuneiform and one with a set of symbols he didn't recognize.
Gate coordinates.
In fact, the coordinates for P2X338. Dr. Britsky had no idea of their significance, but someone must have recognized something because the results of the dig were never published and the whole thing became classified.
Wait a minute. 2 years ago, the Russians hadn't even seen a Stargate.
But they did have a DHD. The one discovered by the Germans in 1906 and taken by the Red Army at the end of the Second World War.
So when they finally got their program up and running, they must have added P2X338 to the list of addresses supplied by Colonel Mayborn.
That doesn't explain why they didn't just send a regular team.
Did Dr. Britsky discover anything that might suggest why they singled this planet out?
Along with the coordinates, the tablet included a reference to something called the Eye of Tiamat. It was a large jewel of some kind which supposedly endowed Marduk with great magical abilities.
That wouldn't be why you folks wanted to keep this quiet.
Need I remind you, Colonel, that the United States has operated the Stargate in secret for years with the express purpose of obtaining alien technology.
That was before we had an agreement to share information.
You took it upon yourselves to represent the interests of the entire planet without consulting anyone. You exposed the world to countless dangers.
At least we dealt with them. It only took you folks, what, a month to find something you couldn't handle?
Gentlemen, please. We seem to have gone a little bit off topic here.
Dr. Jackson, what about the entrance? Can you get us inside?
Yeah. The engravings on the entranceway are a kind of code. It's like a giant combination lock. It's just a matter of activating the correct symbols in the proper sequence.
I have the utmost confidence in your abilities, Doctor. You have a go.